guys, welcome back to another vlog. Holy guacamole, look how delicious that looks.
Those look pretty good.
Wow. So it's Saturday and we are starting the vlog now. We just went to the White Rhino in Arlington, and if you're in the DFW area, you should definitely go to White Rhino. There's a lot of locations, but they have really good coffee. I got the, is this one of mine? The one that's in the front?
Look at the sticker.
No, there's a sticker on it. I got a snickerdoodle with oat milk. And Jacob got a mint condition.
Mm-hmm.
And he got a grilled cheese.
Put back on.
With bacon. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
And I got breakfast tacos with green salsa. And we were just talking about our political climate. How our country is just really falling off the wagon. But today we have a couple errands we're gonna run, and then we're just gonna hang out at home. Because I think tomorrow it's supposed to snow, which is actually kind of crazy in Texas.
Huh. We'll see what the snow really is. I'm sure it'll just be flurries. It won't stick, I bet.
Better than nothing. I think after this we're gonna go to this place called Common Grounds, which is a
Board game store.
yeah, board game store. What are you gonna get there, Jacob?
I'm picking up a game that I've been waiting for, that I've been on their email list for a little bit. It's one of the expansions for one of my more favorite card games. It's like been sold out for, well, it hasn't been sold out. It's been sold out for like the MSRP price. People have like bought it and are reselling it for like twice as much. And I was coming to a point where I was like, I don't know if they're gonna, the publishing company Fantasy Flight has had some problems like with staffing, with COVID. And so like some of their stuff, like they've cut out print, which kind of sucks. And so I was worried that like they weren't gonna ever reprint this game. And so I was thinking about like, well, now that I can find it, yeah, I'm paying it inflated, right? But at least I get like the product and I'll get more than enough hours out of it. And then I got like a text from them because I set up an email list to be like, hey, notify me when this comes back in stock. And like I got the email and like immediately clicked on link and bought it because I was like, I'm not taking a risk. And so I'm gonna go pick that up, but also look around at some other stuff.
That was so obnoxious sounding. We're also going to go to the grocery store, get some things for this next week. And we're also, when we get home, we're gonna clean the whole house because our house is gross. And we're gonna make some soup, and I'll show you guys how I do that. But it's actually gonna be kind of timely because it's cold and tomorrow's gonna be super cold. So it'll be nice to like stay in and have soup.
Like 36 degrees.
So anyway, we'll see you guys when we get to Common Grounds. What'd you get?
Oh, I'm supposed to show the class?
He went into the...
I went to the comic book or board games place.
Yeah.
So I play a game called Arkham Horror, which if you know anything about like Cthulhu, it was based off an author in like the late 1800s, early 1900s named H.P. Lovecraft. He's the one who wrote all the Cthulhu stuff and creepy stuff. But there's a card game based upon what he plays, and they have a bunch of different like campaigns that you can play through. And this one is the one that's all about like witches and creepy stuff. It's supposed to be like one of the better, there's like 6 or 7 like 8-part campaigns. This is supposed to be one of the better ones, and it's like I was saying earlier, it's been out of stock for like I don't even know how long. So this one came in stock. So this is like normally $30, and then they were selling online for like 60 or 70.
Oh my gosh.
Like a piece.
Wait, so that's the thing you ordered.
So that's the thing I pre-ordered.
And then that's the thing you just now got?
And so also too, the game has, so you play as like an investigator, like a paranormal investigator that's like trying to figure out what's going on in the bad stuff. And last year, I think, Fantasy Flight, the publishing company, put out like these like starter decks, because you like build a deck of cards and you use them to look around and do that kind of stuff. Well, they built like starter decks for people to use, and it was like a set one of each different type of investigator. And these are worth like MSRP like $15 a piece. I was on Amazon last night and saw this one going for 20, which means this one's been restocked. This one's still going for like 55, 60 bucks.
Oh my gosh. People are making bank off reselling that.
And so I told myself going in, there's also, so like the way the game sells is you buy like these $15 packs that have like the next story, and then has like some cards to like upgrade your deck, that I'm like playing through a campaign. So I was gonna buy those to continue my story if they had them, but then also if they had any of these like investigator ones, I was like, I'm gonna buy them as well, because I bought one over the holiday, one of my favorite groups, but I decided to give it to my good friend who has given me way more in board game equivalent than what it was worth. But they're super hard to find, so I just told myself, even though I might necessarily not want to play the starter deck, the cards themselves can be used in other things, and I wanted to have them for my own collection. So
yeah, that's an insight into one of Jacob's hobbies is board games.
And I was looking at Warhammer, which is like,
is in there?
Yeah, it's in there. I think,
is that wall that they have of all those miniatures?
So the right side one, like this whole, yeah, it's all all those boxes are Warhammer
like
stuff.
Like I don't know about how it, because like it's changed now because they're not doing like they're not having people in there to play games and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like back where the bathroom was.
No, that's all moved. So.
But what's that, Warhammer?
Yeah,
that wall of like all the stuff that need to be painted. Okay.
Yeah. So I was looking there though, and so like sometimes too, like with comic book shops, you got to be careful. This one's really good. I love this place. If you're in Dallas and want to get into board gaming, Common Ground Games in Dallas is fantastic. Every single staff member is super nice. They all know it's really going. Like they know what's going on. They're not super jerks.
They're super friendly.
They're super friendly, and their prices most of the time are very like reasonable. I mean, it is the whole thing too of like you're supporting your local game store. You're not just buying it off Amazon. So there is going to be like, in some ways, there's going to be some inflation, and so
but it's not like overpriced,
right? But like some of the Gloomhaven stuff, some of the Warhammer stuff was like $10 to $15 more than what I could find, and so for like me, I would be more willing to spend that money on like games that I already know I like. So like the Arkham Horror stuff, like I wouldn't mind if they were up. Like they don't do it either. Like some places, there's a place in Plano called Madness Comics and Games. I used to love going there. I won't go there anymore now. All their staff are jerks. The bonus is they have like almost every board game you could think of. So like if you really need to pick up blah blah blah, you can go and get it. But they up price everything like ridiculous. And there are even ones that like in like the board gaming community, like for certain things, like sometimes like there's things in that massive collection of game that like that one thing can be used for different things, so it jacks the price up of that box. They will mark it up significantly more just to sell it. So like they'll pull that product and be like, we're gonna upsell this like crazy.
I mean, there's a reason they're that big.
So like, yeah, well, it's like Common Grounds has done that a little bit, like with some of like the Magic the Gathering stuff, which is like, that's forgivable. That game drive sales, I don't knock it, but like other stuff, I don't really see them doing that. So that's why I love going here, and they always have like
the friendliness is worth the price. I
used to come here a lot whenever it was pre-COVID, and they would do like Magic the Gathering tournaments, and also too they attract a certain clientele of people that aren't jerks. So like when you would go to Madness, it was like you either played against a little kid that didn't know what he was doing, or you're playing against like the mega jerk that just was being a butthole the entire time. To where most of the people, you get the random one-offs, but like most people at Common Grounds, like everyone knew everybody. Everyone was super chill. No one was a dick. It was really, really nice. But I love going there. But like, the Warhammer stuff, some of it's a little bit too much for me that like I'm getting into that hobby. And for me to spend another $15 additional on something that like I don't even know if I'm gonna like, I'm a little bit more pressed. And so I would go to like Amazon, buy it, see if I like it. And then if I'm like, I'm invested in this and I'm willing to like pay the money, like I see the value in it. Like for me, someone can look at like, I just spent in this back box $60 something worth of my money to like play games, and you're like, wow, that investment doesn't make any sense. For me, if I go watch a movie at a movie theater, I'm spending like what, $10 or $15 for like 2 hours of entertainment because I'm getting snacks or whatever. So for 2 hours, so like my
time allotment is because I see movies as like a good investment most of the time. So as long as I get at least, how am I trying to word this? My hours of entertainment is at least $7, if that makes sense. It's like, for me to get 1 hour of entertainment, I'm willing to spend $7 or whatever. So for me, if I'm going to spend $60, I have to have close to 10 hours worth of entertainment in that. Now, individually, those campaigns aren't going to give me 10 hours of entertainment, but the reusability of the cards and being able to play them in different things gives me, I don't even know how much replayability in hours worth of time. Like one of the games I play called Gloomhaven, I haven't played it in a little bit just because it takes so much of a table and we live in a 1-bedroom apartment and dogs will eat stuff and I'm not willing to do that because the game's like $150. It's like a massive 30-pound box and you're like, wow, I would never spend that amount of money. I've played it probably 6 or 7 times and haven't even come close to like probably a third of the way through the game. And each time I've played it takes me 2 to 4 hours to play. So I mean, you can do the math on that. Game gives me an insane amount of replayability. And I haven't even like unlocked all the characters in the game, all like the fun scenarios in it. Like there's also like painting
honestly,
it.
it's kind of like if you're into video games, like you pay $60 for a video game, but how many hours you get out of it. Yep. This is more like hands-on entertainment. Like, and it's especially with games where you have like miniatures that you get to paint. It's just like a lot. There's a lot of entertainment involved in it. But I will say, if you are looking to get into board games, and I'm not talking party games, we're talking like board games like he's playing, then you have to do research, like on pricing and stuff. And Jacob's also been like into this hobby for like 7-8 years now, and like he just like how I'm on social media all the time, like looking at the new fashion trends and like watching YouTube videos to watch makeup tutorials and stuff like that, like he's doing that but for his thing. So
also too,
it's a lot of time investment to, but I mean, if it's fun, it's fun, but like there's a lot of time investment to know what you're looking for as far as like what's reasonable and stuff like that.
And like I didn't like the weird thing about like board gaming that I found is it's not, there's a lot of different ways like you can go with it. Like there's like Dungeons and Dragons, and there's like guys that are like, I would consider them board gamers, but that's all they do is Dungeons and Dragons. There's guys like, what I started with was like Magic the Gathering, like a card game that's been in print since like 1995, and to play a form of that game, you literally like, I'm not lying, to buy like 9 small pieces of cardboard are going to cost you $14,000. Not even lying. And that's
the more expensive version.
I don't play that version of it, but like for me to play that game competitively, you're putting like $300 or $400 down, which are like, oh, a lot. But then like, I now understand people's hobbies more, like people that like get into cars. I'm like, I don't understand that, but that's what you like, so you want to put money towards it, great. Like I wouldn't want to spend $400 on a carburetor, but I'm going to be more willing to chuck up $400 on board games. Like everyone just has, to each his own, is what I'm saying there. But like one thing that I've learned with board gaming is I don't think I've ever really met someone that just one day, like all by themselves, was like, I'm gonna get into Warhammer or Magic or Insane Board Games or D&D. Like,
it's very communal.
Yeah, the hobby, that's one thing I really like about it more than like video games, is it can be a very communal event. Like the board game Arkham Horror, me and my really, really good friend I'll explain that in a second. My really good friend Carl, who was at my wedding, and then kind of a mutual friend that he met that me and him are kind of chummy with now. We played through one of the 8-part campaigns, and we met up every Wednesday, played for a couple hours. We had good food and good friends. Like, even that is another value of the amount of money that was invested in that game. And we spent extra money to get fancy tokens and all this other stuff. Like, that's the thing with board gaming too. Like, you can find one board game and be like, I'm gonna spend $60 on,
and make it like a collectible item.
Right. And like, but like, so like Arkham Horror, like the game provides you with everything you need to play, like the little tokens to mark stuff. But me being the extra, like, I'm a diva, and if I like a game, I'll put more money towards it. I've spent additional money to replace the tiny cardboard tokens with like plastic, really nice ones or whatever. But like, one thing that if you're like, I want to start looking at board games, one, I definitely recommend like looking up YouTube channels. I'm gonna not say the cuss word because it gets me every time. Shut Up and Sit Down. Their YouTube channel, they put out great videos. They rank games, and they do a whole wide span of them. Some of my most favorite board games I've gotten because of them. That's like a really good way to find it. And then finding somebody, I know it's hard, but like finding someone that also plays board games, because it is not a cheap hobby to buy into. Mooch off your friends. That's what I did off Carl for many, many, many years because my focus was on Magic.
Yeah.
And that was a very expensive game to play. So I didn't have money to buy board games, to where Carl would, instead of spending $500-600 on Magic, would spend $500-600 on this like insane board game. And then I just got to like come over and play and got to mooch.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like the like pre-COVID, it's like Amazon has its perks. We all know we love Amazon. But the part of the experience is going to a local game store because you get to meet other people that also play that game. Like when he was into Magic and stuff, and like pre-COVID, they would have Friday night Magic nights at this comic book shop, which they have them like all over the country basically. But Friday nights he would go here and like he could meet people and like make friends off of that. And like, you know, like that happens too. So it's a very good investment. I think more so than video games. I think video games have their like purpose, but I think you get more, honestly, like more human interaction with board games.
I don't think so. Well, you get more face-to-face time. To where like video games, like I remember when I was in high school, it was like, and like people too, like I've had like, I think people even got married like playing video games. It's just, it's a different animal. You do get more, obviously, because you have to come and sit around and do face-to-face games. You do get like more face-to-face interaction. I will say though, like I feel like board games makes you meet a very, very different group of people. Yeah. There's a lot of very different people that play board games. And it makes like Dungeons and Dragons. Like I'm probably one of the ones, I think I'm more of an enigma in that like I like to do kind of all of it. Cause like people like
stick to their stuff.
People are like, I play Magic, and that's who I was for a long time. Like I play Magic, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, great. And then there's people like
that actually kind of matches your personality.
What?
Just playing Magic.
Yeah. I mean, if I had Magic to be like,
because you're kind of like a jerk. Which is kind of like what like competitive Magic players can be jerks. And so I can see that.
There's a whole way, like people like professionally play Magic, and that's what I wanted to do, but like I didn't have the money. Like you got to have some serious money to be able to do that.
It's like a business.
Yeah. I mean, and just I was never going to be, and I mean, who knows down the road, but like right now it wasn't going to happen. And so I like playing casually, but like competitive was the way I like to play. So, but then COVID happened, and like I would still be playing Magic 100%. I just like playing in person. There's online platforms. I like playing in person. But like a buddy of mine, his main focus is Dungeons and Dragons. He's a roommate of mine. So like all of his money went to like buying the books and buying all the minis and buying like stuff to put on the board. And I like Dungeons. I've got a huge massive amount of set of like 5th edition. I've got some minis. I've played Dungeons and Dragons. Like I like that game too. And then my buddy Carl is like all into like story-based games. So it's just like.
Have you ever played D&D with Carl?
Yeah, we did the whole one. We were doing the one.
Oh yeah.
Like,
we did like a whole like a few months of that.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's right.
But like I mean, it's also like I'm not saying like if you pick something, you're like if you pick Warhammer, you're gonna play Warhammer. Like you're gonna be stuck to only that. Like no, you can play games. I will say though that there are games that are more easy to get into, and then there's games that are like you're gonna be spending some pretty coin if you want to play. Like if you want to play casual, great. But if you're like me and you're competitive, even if you're trying to have fun, like I still want to win, you're gonna have to put some money towards it, because cards that are good, it's supply and demand. Cards that are good, you're gonna spend more money on. That's like what's called a trading card game. So like Pokemon is a trading card game. Magic the Gathering's one. There was a really cool Star Wars one that got canceled out of nowhere because of COVID.
That game was awesome. Anyway,
I can go on for hours, so I mean, you
he needs to make his own YouTube channel to talk about. You really should. You could just talk about like, I mean, obviously like reviewing games, but you could also do like how to get into this hobby.
You summon the devil through playing Dungeons and Dragons,
which is what some people think, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway,
board games.
All that being said, that's Jacob's hobby. So if you ever wonder what he's doing, usually it's something related to that. So we are gonna go across the street because there's a Crate and Barrel outlet store, and I want to see what's in there. So we're gonna go over there.
Okay, that was bad. Just being ridiculous.
Okay, we'll see you in there. back in the car, I wanted to show you what I got. We got this little tray from this store that's right next to the Crate and Barrel outlet. It's called, what is it called? Nadeau Furniture with a Soul. Looks like that. We'll put it down below. Also, does Common Grounds have a website?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll put that down below too, so you guys can see it. We got this little tray. I think we're gonna use it for our soap and stuff in the kitchen, because right now we're using something I got from Goodwill, which the item itself is great, but it's not meant for water being on top of it. So it's just like gotten gross and stuff over time. But this is actually like, can be hand washed and stuff. So it'll be great for that. And it's gonna be a little nice upgrade. So yeah, and then now we're headed to Cabela's. We're gonna go buy, what kind of gun?
A shotgun.
I'm gonna get a shotgun.
Maybe.
And that's that on that, sis. Okay, we're home. Groceries have been ordered. And we are gonna start cleaning the house because it's disgusting. So I'll show you guys before. Okay, you walk in. That's our freaking island. It's so disgusting. There's stuff everywhere. We just dump everything. We dump everything right here as soon as we get home. So then if we run out of room right there, we start dumping things over here. So it's just not going well. And then our living room, honestly, isn't that bad. It's just like we need to fix our cushions and stuff and sweep. But we also need to put Christmas away.
We're putting Christmas away too?
We need to put Christmas away. This is the new gun we got. Show 'em. It's a shotgun. We've been needing one.
Ithaca 16 gauge.
Yeah. Here's Vader on the bed. Being bad. And then we just have crap literally everywhere. And then the bathroom. It's just not going well. And then our dirty clothes literally is piling up. It's just,
Why are you showing them this?
this is the before. Anyway, all that being said, we have a lot of work to do. Usually the kitchen is the worst of all the places. So yeah, we're just gonna start cleaning and getting things in order. So we cleaned the apartment. It's 7:02 now. And I wanted to show you guys the after of cleaning, and we put Christmas away too. So walk in now, and here's the countertop. Jacob and I's bags are in the chairs, but got this, my water, and then that bag is stuff that's going to someone. This is our mail we need to go through, but it's pretty clean now. Dishes are going. Living room is all put together. And Christmas is down, so there's no tree anymore. This is all the laundry that's going right now, so excuse that. The bathroom is nice and clean. I just washed my makeup brushes, as you guys saw. So that's going as well, drying. I don't think I washed my brushes since probably before my wedding, if then. So it's been a long time and they really need to be washed. So there's that. I also have this jewelry holder. You can get these like anywhere. You can get them on Amazon and stuff, but they hold obviously jewelry, but I literally never wear any of that. So it just sits there and collects dust. Not because the jewelry is like ugly or anything, it's just because I never wear jewelry. So that cup also holds all my makeup brushes usually, but obviously they're drying.
Where did you put that long white extension cable?
In the junk drawer. Vader's on the bed. And then our closet, I'm gonna put my slippers on actually. Closet. Got like our shoes that like won't fit in our little shoe thing. And then all that is like decorations, Christmas luggage stuff. We also have a box under there, but closet's kind of organized again. It's just, closets are so ugly. So we're just gonna shut that. And the bedroom, excuse that, I'm working on something over there, but our bed doesn't have any bedding on it because it's in the wash, but we vacuumed and everything. And here's all of our like books and games and stuff that just needs to be organized way better. More, this is in no way aesthetic, but it is useful. All these bookshelves like hold a bunch of stuff. Like obviously we're using like basically every square inch. So yeah, we need to organize them better, but that's how that is. And then we have my painting area over here. We have a candle going. This is Jacob's like desk he uses for like games and painting and stuff. But yeah, we have a couple jackets and stuff right there that need to be hung up, but other than that, we're done. So anyway, today was a super long day. I think it was way more than we were expecting. We were expecting like a quick trip.
Off-hill, we went to Crate and Barrel.
Yeah, but when we went into Crate and Barrel, it was like, you know. Then there was another furniture store next to it, or decor store, so we went in there and got that gold tray, and then it just went downhill. Yeah, so, and we already knew we wanted to get the shotgun, so got that too. But anyway, now it's 7, and I think I'm gonna chill for a little bit. I think Jacob's about to play video games, and yeah, we're just gonna chill for a little bit. Okay, so I've been online shopping, laying in bed, and so I got a couple things I wanted to show you guys from this company called God the Father Apparel. They're a Christian company, Christian like fashion company, and they're like the like trendy like streetwear style stuff. So I wanted to show you guys what I got. So I got this top. It's like a little tee. I got it in the 2XL just to see like I wanted it oversized. So I got this, which is really like cool and trendy. I feel like, come on, scroll in. There we go. No, there we go. This is God the Father in that like old type of print. which is pretty cool. And then I also got this hoodie. I also got it in a 2XL to be oversized. Again, it says God the Father on the front, and then there's like a sleeve that has scripture on it. But right now they're doing a little buy any hoodie and get a $25 t-shirt free using the code bundle, which you definitely should. That's what I did to get basically this hoodie, and then that shirt I got for free with the bundle code. But they're really like cute stuff. This is also really cute, these little sweatsuits down here, but that price tag is a little high for my liking. But if you're willing to spend that, they're really, really cute. I'll show you guys once I actually like get the products in, so you guys can see like what the quality's like before y'all spend it. If y'all are wanting to, you know, like not purchase a hoodie that's $64 and just wait, then that totally makes sense. And I'll tell you guys what's it called? I'll tell you guys, like I said, the quality and everything. This one also is really cute, which I was thinking about possibly getting, because of the cream color, but I feel like I'd get more use out of the black. But this one's also really cute. It's Psalm 46:5 on it. The only thing I will say about this company is I feel like they use the trendy verses, and I don't know how I feel about like using scripture out of context sometimes. It just, I don't know. There's like certain ones that I'm like, I don't know, I'm like kind of like legalistic like that, and so I need to get over it, honestly. But anyway, this is a really cool site, and they have cute like streetwear stuff. Let me just go to like where all the clothing is, or just, yeah, all clothing. They also have like a bunch of other shirts that are cool, and they have like a mask, and like they have like some hats and stuff too. And the other thing is this one, which is really cool. This is like the exclusive bundle. They send you like stuff before they even launch it, like on the site through this one, which is really cool. So it's 3 random items for $68. Well, 80 I guess originally, 68 right now, but it's really, that's really cool too. I was like, that'd be a cool thing if you wanted to like try out the brand. Anyway, it's really cute stuff, and I also like all the neutral vibes. Like, I like that there's just a bunch of neutrals. That makes me happy. So I got those 2 things, and you guys can actually have a discount code for y'all. So yay for discount codes. I have, my code's Mariah15. I will put it on the screen. If you are interested in shopping here. Again, they're a Christian company, which is really, really cool. And so, yeah, if you're wanting to support this company, you should. They have like obviously a great like social media presence because they're like a trendy vintage streetwear style. But their mission is basically to like start religious conversations through clothing. And I feel like the social media and like trendy streetwear style clothing sparks a conversation, and so like regardless of what it says on it. And so I think this would be a cool like way to start a religious conversation. And their stuff is like legitimately like cool looking, like, so anyway, also not all their stuff is like super pricey. I just got like a hoodie and stuff like that, which, you know, hoodies can be a little bit more expensive because it's more material, thicker, stuff like that. But I just thought a hoodie would be good right now because it's cold. So all that being said, really good company. You should check them out. I will let you guys know once I get the products in, and tell y'all like what the style or like the quality of those items are like. But yeah, use my code if you're interested in getting some money off. If by the time you shop here, it doesn't have the buy one, get one free anymore, then you can use my code. Also, The shipping is free on orders over $35. So that's also really nice because a lot of their items, like naturally, like if you get a hoodie, it's automatically going to be free shipping. So anyway, all that being said, check them out if you're interested. I just wanted to say I'm editing this vlog right now. That's how I'm recording. I'm editing it, and I realized that we did not make that soup. Because today just literally got away from us. Like, we did way more things than we were thinking we were gonna do. And then the day just got away from us. And then by the time we got home, got the house cleaned, it's like the soup's gonna take a while to make. It takes like 5 hours because it's like a crock pot thing. So it just wasn't happening. So sorry about that. Check my Instagram. I'll put my Instagram down below. You can follow me there to keep up with like daily things I'm doing, and also my that soup I'll probably put on my Instagram story. So and I have a food highlight and a recipe highlight on my Instagram, so you can check it out there, because this video is going to go up after that probably expires on my channel or on my YouTube or Instagram. The other thing is when I get the items in from the clothing store I bought from today, I'll probably review that like initially on my Instagram. So if y'all are interested in more like information, follow me on Instagram, because I post there every day on stories and like on my normal feed and everything. So if y'all have questions about that or questions about anything like daily things, then just follow me on Instagram, DM me. You can message me there and I get back to you really, really quickly. I love when y'all message me. So just if you're interested in getting more lifestyle type stuff, follow me on Instagram. The other thing I wanted to say was the description box down below has everything you could ever want to know. It links everything that we're using, products we're talking about, places we're talking about, discount codes I have for all types of things, even things that aren't mentioned in the video. So if you guys have any questions, look down in the description box. If not, just message me on Instagram, and I'd be happy to like get back to you. Also, you can always comment on my on the video too, on this video, but DM is usually the quickest way I get back to you. So all that being said, just wanted to give y'all some more like information, because I know sometimes like you guys can ask me questions about products or places or whatever, or recipes, but everything's down below in the description box. So just look down there. I have discount codes and things linked and everything down there. So just check down there if you want money off, or you want to purchase something I'm using, or you want more information about something, just go look down there. And if you have further questions, then you can just DM me. Okay, so it's 9:46. I've been editing this video and nothing else is going to happen today besides laying in this bed. And so I just wanted to go ahead and end the vlog now. Please like this video if you like me doing vlogs. It helps me know what you guys want to see. Because yeah, like I don't want to be putting things on my channel that you guys don't care about. I mean, kind of, like I'm gonna do me and do what I want, but also at the same time, like, let me know if you actually like the vlogs. And then like when I post other videos, like those if you like them, so that I can kind of compare to see like what y'all like more, so I post more of that. Also, please hit that subscribe button. It's red. Click subscribe. It will turn gray when you are subscribed. Please do that as well. It helps me build my channel, and it also helps me know like the consistency of people that are actually viewing my channel. So all that being said, it actually really does help me a lot if you subscribe to the channel. It helps grow my channel. So anyway, guys, love you. Thank you guys so much for all of you that are subscribed. It makes me so happy. And it just makes me happy seeing that number increase and seeing that, you know, who knows where this channel is going to go. And if there's one day that I'm at 10,000 subscribers or something, like, I will remember the 29 of you or whatever that were subscribed at the beginning. Like, that's just so literally so sweet to me that you guys would subscribe to such a tiny channel like mine. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. All that being said, love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.